Okay, so Robert's the cameraman, Peter's in the video. So this is the 1951 MGYA. We're going to have a walk around the they're all catching on the second catch, which is the first catch is a safety one like a modern car. So let's have a look in the boot and then we'll go in the engine. Okay, I'm going to lift this up now so you can look. Everything's good, all the panels are new underneath. Seeing as while I'm here, did you see the jack handle in the starting handle at the back there? Mm-hmm. And then this handle here we're going to use in a minute for the jacking system. Great fun. So, sorry about all the motorbikes and cars going past. To open it, you press these and turn them, usually clockwise. Engine, if you want to have a little look around that one. So this is the reservoir for the jacking system, and this is the pump. So to operate it, you would close the valve here nice and tight, and then turn this to wherever you want, so we'll leave it on front. Obviously all would be all four wheels, rear's the back. And put this in and then pump. And it always takes a minute for the jacks to come down. Perhaps if you look underneath, Robert, you might see the jacks starting to come down. See them?
Keep going, keep going. There.
Are they coming down?
Yeah, they're already.
I can feel the car going up, so.
You can see the tyres sort of starting to lift. Nope. Still, because you've got to go against the suspension as well.
Yeah. Although the system works, you can see why there's an ordinary jack in the boot.
Still got another foot to go before it actually is off the ground.
Yep.
No, because you're slight angle.
Yeah, right. Just check if it's up there, Rob.
Almost, very nearly. Whatever that'll probably have to do. It does move. It does give a little bit.
Yeah, so it's all right. Okay, so come back around here. So to let them down, you just release the valve here, but always have a look underneath just to be sure. Look how high that one's gone. To just to be sure that the jacks are retracted properly. They always do, but I just don't trust them. Alright. Has it gone up?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Foot off the ground.
Yeah, both fully retracted. Okay, so I leave this valve open. It's the proper position. We'll put this back in the boot there. And of course, to do all four wheels takes even longer. Not much longer, actually. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to video you getting into it, because he wants to see. And then open the window. Right, I'll give you the camera back and I'll get in the other side. Open my window. So everything works, the clock works, but I use a battery isolator, so that tends to, you know, if you use the isolator, then you're isolating everything, including the clock. So it does work, but it will go off if you use the isolator. To open the windscreen, because it doesn't have fresh air vents like a modern car, you turn the handle. And there's a little chain inside there that pushes it open. Now this MG badge, behind the MG badge there's a little crack in the mahogany, so I put that there. I would rather have put a St. Christopher, but I couldn't find one, so I would replace that with a little St. Christopher at some point. We'll close that for now because I want to show you how the windscreen wipers work in a moment. You feel it go click, that's it. So to activate the battery, let's say, you open the glove box and that's the battery isolator there. So we turn that on and now that's powering up, well, the radio I suppose, and if you notice the fuel gauge just picked up there. So now I'm going to turn on, just checking it's in neutral. Turn on the ignition. I'm not going to start it yet, and I'll explain why in a second. So that's the ignition on. So the trafficators, Robert will be able to turn the camera in a moment, but they work from a little motor inside here. It's very unusual to have them actually working, but these do. So when you turn them, you'll hear it flick out, this one. And then you'll hear, if Robert brings it close enough, you might hear the motor going bzzz as it winds down. Just have a look out, Robert, to see that the trafficators are on. That way. Okay. And then you hear it retract. The same with the other one. And then when the timer stops, or you can stop it yourself, look, by just, and you hear it close. The lights all work. There's a fan for, you know, when you use the heater. You hear it, 1, 2, position fan. This turns on the main power to the radio, but I never use the radio. Never use it. On the speakers, actually, I don't even know how to tune it. Speakers are built in behind here and here. I don't know how to turn it off other than turn it off here. And what else? Oh yeah, if you can shine down at where the pedals are, or can you see the pedals there? You can see, look, I tend to wear fairly narrow shoes when I'm driving the car because there's not a big distance between the brake pedal and the accelerator. And if I had my sandals on, I'm actually covering quite a lot, so I always try to put these shoes on if I'm going to drive it. The clutch is just so light, it's unbelievably light, it's lovely. It's got a special linkage on it to make it like that. There is a heater underneath, and Robert can show you the servo on the brakes, which is down by his feet. It's not in the way at all. Good. To open the doors, just press down on handle. And to lock them, pull up and handle, or use the key. I think it's good. Oh no, it doesn't. You must use the key. It closes so easy. Windows are good. The seals are all good. The windows, I don't think you'll see this with the camera, but you can try. You can see a little symbol there with a shamrock on the glass. I think that's probably trying to focus outside. Oops. The shamrock tells you that the car was built in Ireland. Yeah, well done, you've done it. So it just gives it some provenance, which is why Chris, who built the car, didn't change the glass. He wanted to keep that provenance on it. We've got the sunroof open at the moment, look, because it's such a warm day here. If you want to shine, record a bit of the image around the back just to see how nice it is. While you're doing that, I'll close this side of the bonnet and I'll open the other side. Gonna come out. So I'm going to open this one now. And have a look around there. That's the battery box, and inside the battery box, it's a fairly new battery. Just take the top off. Show you. Toolbox in there. Tool tray. And the battery. You can see, look, and look at the bottom of this tool tray row. It's been nicely made to miss the cables and hold it still. Right, now what I wanted to show you here is, we're going to start it in a second, just to show you that I'm starting it from cold. So I'll grab hold of the exhaust manifold, and you can see it's cold. Okay, I'll close this, and Robert, if you get in the other side, and I'll just show the operation of the windscreen wipers, and then we'll go for a drive. Handbrake's good, it's on the handbrake now. Oh, right, the windscreen wipers. You can have, you push this in and then bring it up onto the windscreen, and it sort of engages and starts by itself. Can you see this side as well, Ro? And you see that side isn't working? because you can either have one or two. So to have two windscreen wipers, you bring the other one up and then it'll suddenly engage with the first one and it's off. Then to switch them off, you just push in, take it down, push in, take it down. One thing to watch out for is just when you open and close the windscreen, make sure you don't accidentally trap the windscreen wipers under the rubber. It's easily done. Okay, right, so because it's a lovely day, I'm going to open this a little bit. It's fine. So anyway, let's show as if we're starting in the morning. So this would be off, that's where I tend to leave it. Turn on the isolator, turn on the ignition. You might need a little bit of choke, but I don't think we do because it's a lovely warm day. And pull the starter. Have a look at these, Robert. You see the amperes going up nicely. Really good oil pressure. Enough fuel. So now, if you watch me put it into gear, you can see the engine temperature's cold as well. I'm going to go. Haven't used the car for a week or so, the tyres go bump 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 a little bit on the road until they get warm, because they get flats on the bottom of the tyres, but that disappears within 2 or 3 minutes, but it's nothing to worry about. Now that slight clicking you can hear is from the brake servo charging itself. So go down to the gear lever on. So I'm going down up into fifth. Yeah, let's have a look out the window as well. Hi John. So that's the indicator I normally use, which you have to operate by yourself. There's a little light there telling you it's on. I'll just cancel it. So the semaphores are only really used for show, because I think your modern driver would never notice them. The front indicators are built into those little pod lights there. They would never have been standard, of course. Those little, I think they're called torpedo lights.
Bullets.
Yeah, built into those, and they're attached on the bumper on the back, and they're all very bright, work very well. Here's our local church. Look out the window. The other end of the street where we live, but I'm not going to go down it because you would go through some water, and I don't want to go through any water. We're going to do the next one instead. Get me going through the gears as well. The gearbox is a modern 5-speed gearbox, the clutch is a modern one as well, so there's never going to be an issue with that. So this is a hill. It pulls very well. So we're now just about back at the old post office. See the indicator reflected in the door there. Isn't it? Maybe not. Anyway, okay, so I'll just go into reverse to show you the works very well, no problem. And then forward again. Handbrake on, 2 clicks. Very good, and you can hear it ticks over really well. Mileage is 5,900. Oh, have a look out the sunroof, and we got it open. So temperature, it's up to temperature now. Look, very stable, good, no problem. When we braked hard, look, the 2 cushions came off the back seat. That shows you how good the brakes are. Okay, so we'll turn the engine off. Oh, I didn't beep the horn. That's it. So thank you for looking at the video. Hope you like everything you've seen. Bye for now.